$500,000, that is a real budget in Tampa Bay right now. And depending on where you decide to put that money, you could end up in a brand new townhome, a massive 6-bedroom house, or a new construction single-family home in a resort-style community. Same budget, completely different life. So let's break it down. I'm Bryan Coward, a local Westchase real estate expert with Keller Williams, and I work with buyers all across Tampa Bay every single day. And I'm going to show you exactly what $500,000 looks like right now in 3 very different markets: Westchase, Riverview, and Wesley Chapel. So you can decide where your money works the hardest for your life. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with Westchase, my home turf, zip code 33626. At $500K in Westchase right now, here's the honest truth. Your dollar buys less house than anywhere else on this list, but what you're buying isn't square footage. A real example of this right now is a brand new townhome in West Park Village. That's right, Westchase Station, located on Tate Lane by Stanley Martin Homes. At around $500K, you get just under 1,800 square feet. You get 3 bedrooms and 3.5 baths, 2-car garage. It's 3 levels. It's lovely. It's a luxury vinyl throughout. Your steps from all the community activity here in West Park Village: pool, tennis courts, trails. They're also offering up to $20,000 in closing costs right now with their preferred lender. Now that's about $280 a square foot. Now that's what Westchase costs, and your HOA fees are a lot. You're paying about $356 a month plus a CDD fee. That's the trade-off. But here's what you can't put a price on. You're in one of the most desirable zip codes in Tampa Bay. You're walking to restaurants, community events, and a neighborhood that has a really cool, fun identity. And the schools are great. You got Westchase Elementary, Davidson Middle, and Alonzo High. Your commute is easy. You have easy access to Veterans Expressway. You can get anywhere literally in under 30 minutes. That's what $500K gets you on this side of Tampa. And what it buys you in Westchase is lifestyle, location, and a brand new townhome. But it doesn't buy you bedrooms. All right, let's talk Riverview. And here's where your jaw drops a little. Same $500K budget, real listing, Triple Creek community. It's 12841 Wildflower Meadow Drive. It's listed at just under $500,000. But here's what you get: 6 bedrooms and 3 baths. 3,130 square feet, built in 2021, 2-car garage, screen lanai with pavers, private sea fence, and the price per square foot is just about $159. That is the same budget buying you nearly double the house. Triple Creek is a well-established community here in Hillsborough County. It has a real neighborhood with amenities, and the seller is even offering $5,000 towards closing costs right now. So who is Riverview for? Well, families who need a little more space. If you got kids or you work from home, you need a guest suite, or you just want to breathe a little bit, Riverview delivers a little bit more square footage and value that Westchase simply cannot match at this price point. The trade-off is real though. You are further out. Your commute into Tampa or toward the airport is going to add time, and Riverview doesn't have the same neighborhood identity or walking than Westchase has. Some neighborhoods are better than others, but if it's a suburbs for space trade, and for a lot of families, that's exactly the right call. All right, and then there's Wesley Chapel, which is honestly one of the most interesting stories in Tampa Bay right now. $500K in Wesley Chapel gets you a lot. It gets you new construction, and this is brand new construction, not 21 or 22. We're talking 2026 builds that are not even finished quite yet. Now, they do have a lot of inventory in Wesley Chapel, so you can find a lot of things that fit your price point. But for my examples here right now, I'm looking at 2 new ones. Chapel Crossings on Pendleton Landing Circle by David Weekley Homes, one of my favorite builders. The Lauderdale model is listed at $518,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 2,274 square feet, new construction, and should be done in July 2026. But with this, you get a resort-style pool, clubhouse, fitness center, dog parks, scenic trails, and they're even offering interest rate incentives right now. And another one in Avalon Park West, that's on Wandering Willow Drive, 6199. It's about $510,000. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, nearly 3,000 square feet, built in 2024. It has a community pool, loft, office space, a very large backyard. It's ready for a pool. Wesley Chapel is in Pasco County, which means you're getting more house for less money, but you are trading off proximity. You're further from Tampa, further from the airport, further from the beaches. The growth up there is real and it's fast, but it still has that everything is new and nothing is walking distance feel. Schools are solid and improving. The area is growing so fast that infrastructure is catching up. But always verify your exact address for school zoning. So here is the bottom line on 500K in Tampa Bay right now, Westchase gives you a brand new townhome. It is an unbeatable location. It gives you a walkable lifestyle and some of the top schools here in Tampa Bay. But it's the smallest footprint of the three. You're buying zip code as much as you're buying house. Riverview gives you, honestly, the most house for the money right now. 6 bedrooms, over 3,000 square feet in an established community. If square footage is the priority, nothing on the list touches it. Now, Wesley Chapel does give you some brand new construction, some resort amenities, and a lot more space than Westchase, with the trade-off of the distance and a market that is still maturing. There's a lot to do in Wesley Chapel, don't get me wrong, but it's still far out there. The right answer depends entirely on where you live, and that's exactly the conversation I have with every buyer I work with. If you're trying to figure out where 500K makes the most sense for your life, we should talk. Head to westchaserealtor.com to search active listings in all 3 of the markets I discussed today, or call or even text me directly at 727-325-6009. I'll help you figure out where your money will work the hardest for you and what the best neighborhood is for you and your family. Subscribe for a new video every week. I cover everything you need to know about buying in the Tampa Bay area, and we will see you in the next video.